welcome back to another video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram. And this week's video is a plan with me for August, what is the dates? August 12th through August 18th, using this kit from Starlight Paper Studio, foiled in holo, which is one of my favorite foil colors. Well, I mean, there's only like 4 of them in my world, but holo is my absolute favorite foil color. I just love the rainbow. The kit is called Gaming, and I did pull in the MySpace clouds, meaning the kit was called MySpace. The clouds were designed for that kit, but I felt like they went with this kit pretty well. And then a foiled sampler for a different kit called Moonlight, foiled in holo, and then I used the large letters from Paper Trail Plans. I did debate on pulling in the Reverie clouds from Paper Trail Plans because I think those colors matched better with this kit, but the aesthetic of the MySpace clouds was more important than the colors, so they won out in the end. I wanted to keep this spread like relatively simple, so no tilted boxes. I wanted to change it up a little bit due to the circumstances surrounding the time. I craved something relatively easy. And also, since I think I've said it before, holo is such a loud color, as in like it makes itself known. I wanted to keep the rest of the spread simple in order to really be able to showcase the holo foil very like to its highest impact. So, and I knew I wanted to make use of these clouds, and since they kind of have like edges, I figured why not do a scene with the clouds lining the side, sidebar specifically, and pull in the letters horizontally. No, yes, vertically. No, not horizontally, vertically. And then just leave the sidebar at that. Since I did have these horizontally, I just cut them up and sprinkled them down. I do really love the letters that Paper Trail Plan has. I just it's a hard sell for me to buy them when I know I'm primarily going to be using them to spell out months or maybe abbreviations for the day of the week. So like, how many P's do I really need? How many Z's do I really need? What's another letter you probably don't need a lot of? Like L. Do I really need a lot of L's? Probably not. So it's kind of a hard sell for me to buy those letters when I'm going to be using a lot of like A's and J's and N's, maybe not N's, but like a lot of specific letters, M's. And then I'll have like half sheets where I'm like, I don't know what to do with the rest of these. So I did ask them if they would be or if they would sell like sheets of just the abbreviated months or the abbreviations for the days, because that's like, I'll know I'll use them is what I guess is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's the sidebar. That's my little tangent about the large letters. I love the look of them, and people who use them in their spread, they look so great. It's just a hard thing for me to swallow to buy when I know I'll have like a half sheet of letters that I won't use. So please, if you make even if you just do the months, kind of like how, or somebody, it doesn't have to be Paper Trail Plans, if somebody does them, because I know like Panda Bird Design has like the charms that are abbreviated, but like charms, like those charms have a very specific look. And I've gone on to a tangent again. How do I keep doing this to myself? I know why, because this is the second voiceover I've had to do. Actually, it's technically the third voiceover. I've already had to redo the first one and I'm not very happy about it. But let me get back on track. I'm so sorry. Let me get back on track. So the technically this is an oops kit, and there were like some of the cuts were a little deep, some of the stickers are a little off center, but like I can hardly tell that it's an oops. And Sita is such a wonderful human being. She made sure that in the grab bag of deco that I got the coordinating deco for this kit. And I've been talking about how I've been wanting to use a fashion person in my spread, and I totally forgot I did. I did in this one. She's just very tiny in the corner, and like I really like where I put her. She just looks, I don't know. I like the placement of her. She kind of creates like a focal point up in that corner, which is really fun. And I don't know, like I just like it. Do I have to explain? Do I need explanations? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And it was just kind of fun pulling in this deco into the day cover area. One thing, I think one of the reasons I'm drawn to Sita's kits are like she does have florals, but her deco is typically like not centered on florals. She likes to pull in other elements, and not to say that she doesn't have them, because she does, but she typically pulls in like from like celestial elements, or um just like this one, gaming elements. What would you find in a gamer's room? And I really like enjoy that um different take on it. It's really refreshing after a bunch of floral heavy spreads. And again, this is nothing against florals. I'm want to be very transparent about that. It's nothing against florals. It's just I I guess I like to be different. I like to have major switch ups, right? What about this kit really says August? Nothing. I just wanted to use it. I really did. That's the long and short of it. I really wanted to use it. So I guess that's why I'm always kind of drawn to like Cetus kits, or kits that are like, night themed, or um just different, I guess. I don't know. I'm just babbling at this point. I'm so sorry. Um but yes, so since I wanted to keep this spread simple, we made use of our headers. We kept everything in the columns, and it was really refreshing to do, actually. It's I came into this community when tilted boxes were really a thing, and I wouldn't say I started there, but they're like a no-brainer for me. And I believe I've talked about this before. Um, so it's it's interesting to me that, this straight in the column with the headers is like a refreshing take for me. I don't know. Is that a weird thing? Am I strange? I have no idea. So yes, fast base laydown. And now we're on to the day by day. So we start Monday with a Coffee Monday, as we always do. And then, yes, the doc reformat saga. I think this was like the final hurdle, actually. This week was the final hurdle. If we had finally decided, okay, these are the fonts, these are the sizes, this is the spacing, this is the numbering, and like this was the last of it, I think. I haven't had any comments on the format since. Um, so that is that saga. I'm sure you don't want to really hear me go into it. Then we had Five Guys that night. It's always a treat when we have Five Guys. I love having Five Guys' burgers are superior. I just love them. And since I kept this really simple, um, I really had a lot of fun with like these grid elements. Um, I don't know. They really match the vibe of this kit really well, and I really enjoy. I see why people like pulling the torn papers in, because the grid element is basically like the same thing. Okay, on Tuesday, I hit 100 subs on YouTube, which is like mind-boggling to me that 100 people like to, or at least they subscribe to hear me ramble on about who knows what, while I sit here in a room talking to myself and watching a video of me on the screen. But thank you. I never thought 100 people would listen to me, but like, wow. I mean, not to knock it, because I like to listen to people talk about things they're very passionate about. So thank you to everybody who is subscribed, who, and if you're not subscribed, I hope you would consider it, and help me and let me know what you'd like to see. So sorry. Okay, back on track. See, this is what's, um, oh, that was the last thing. It's in my notes. It's the first thing, but that's what the cupcake is for, is the 100 subscribers. Sorry. Beach Escape, that plan with me went live that day. And then something I would prefer to keep quiet, private on the middle. And then the 100 subscriber thing. Thank you again. Sorry. Okay, back on track. On Wednesday, since I was home, if you want to know more about that, you can go to the last video, the last plan with me. I talk a little bit about it. I restarted reading again. I mean, it comes and goes in waves for me. I was in the middle of reading, what is that? The novella for the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I finished it at some point, but I restarted that again. Then I made a note that I was dizzy, nauseous, and had headaches all day. Um, Bub was dancing in the bath, which was really, really cute. He's becoming a little person, and I love seeing it. And then I finished the night by playing in my bullet journal. On oh right, that's this week. Sorry. Okay. On I'm just remembering what happens as I look at my notes. On the 15th, I performed the work plan template. It's just a document that guides me through how to do something for a piece of equipment. I finished that day. And it was a good thing I did, because I actually ended up having to leave work early due to a family emergency. Which was convenient that I restarted reading again, because I did a lot of reading while I was waiting in the emergency room. Coincidence? Who knows? And then my husband has been wanting to try Crocs. So his Crocs came in. But what I didn't know is I ordered them a size too large. Or he wanted them a size smaller. Let me rephrase that, because I ordered his shoe size, but he was like, no, you should have gone a size smaller. And at the same time, I bought a pair of little duck Crocs for my son, and he's obsessed with them. But his problem was that his Crocs were a size too small. So I did end up ordering another set of Crocs, one a size up for my son, one a size down for my husband. Um, and yeah, so we have 4 sets of Crocs in this house that I purchased, and none of them are for me. I just have no desire to wear a pair of Crocs, even though everyone says they're so comfy. We'll see. And then on Thursday, I put away my stickers that night. And then I don't know. I guess I wanted to pull in more. I can make a little micro scene down here and use more of my foil and the deco. So I made this little scene, and like, you see how that grid is layered over that. That foiled grid is layered over the torn paper. I love how that looks. I really do. I don't know. It's just so pleasing to me. Am I weird? Am I a weirdo? I have no idea. On Friday, due to the emergency from the day before, I was off of work. We did some shopping, both in person and online. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. And then we bought some fancy cupcakes while we were out. On Saturday, we went to the park with Bub. I think this might have been around the time where he figured out that he likes the twisty slides, like the one in this picture. Look how I layered that foil element under that. It looks so good. I'm sorry. I'm really like, I love how these little grid things look. I need to get more of these in my life. Once I'm allowed to buy stickers again. Then I did dishes, and my Pretty Pink Co. Happy Mail came in. This was probably the UPS sale, I believe. Doesn't really matter, does it? Then on Sunday, we did a Barnes & Noble's trip with a Barnes & Noble's cafe run, which is effectively a Starbucks run, but it's just not at Starbucks, so you can't use your Starbucks app. You have to use the Barnes & Noble cafe app. I wonder how long that deal is going to go on for. But moving on. Sidetracked. Then we bought books that day. That's realistically what happened. Then we went up to my parents' house to go hang out, and they missed Bub, so they always take every opportunity to have him come up. And it rained that night, or not that night, well, maybe that night, but it rained that day, and all of us ran out and played in the rain. And Bubhead, he was like giggling, and it's again, it's really cute when you see your kids developing into a human being. You're like, oh my god, I remember when you were a little potato that would sleep all the time. So yes, this is a really fast plan with me. I really wanted to keep it simple. And I love all the foiled elements. I love how it came out. I really do. And I'm like in love with holo foil. I need to find another kit to use holo foil in. Um, just because it's not really a fall thing in my head. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe Halloween? I don't know. We'll find out. So that's the plan with me. I love how the spread turns out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you liked the video, and if you subscribe to my little channel here on the internet. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.